Alright guys, my name is Goblin, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 secret tricks that you can do in Classic WoW. So I'm going to make a few episodes of this series of, talking about tricks that you can do in Classic WoW. And this episode we're going to focus mostly on secret dungeon skips that you can do, secret entrances to dungeons that you probably don't know about, and then even teleport tricks, which are like borderline exploits that you can do to teleport from one continent to another by basically using the kill yourself command. That is quite nifty. And also how to get into locked dungeons, obviously without getting the key. And just before jumping guys, please do give me a quick follow on Twitch. I'm going to stream over there as much as I can. So first of all, I'm going to show you the upper Blackrock Spire and lower Blackrock Spire back entrance. So if you're on a very imbalanced server like I am, there's a lot of horde that are always camping outside the dungeon entrance. So taking the back entrance is a much safer tactic for you to basically get into the dungeon yourself. And if you have a party of people, you can all jump up there, and you can even get a warlock up there to cast that to basically summon other people. What you're going to need is, it's really easy for rogues to do because we have sprint, but I would recommend like a movement speed increasing item to do this little trick. However, you can actually use, as I have tested, aspect of the pack to get everyone up there anyway. So if you have a hunter, this trick becomes even more useful. What you're going to have to do is skip these enemies here. You can skip them, but with CC and stuff, or you can kill the first few. I'd recommend killing the first 2 packs. And then from there, what you can do, you get your pet to attack, you can use fear, and you can kind of just cheese your way through the mobs, because what you're going to do is you're going to jump up on the left down to this ledge, and when you jump down there, basically you're in an evasion zone where the mobs will not be able to attack you. So let me show you that quickly. Like, you go left of the quartermaster here, hopefully not get detected, and yeah, you just jump down here, and then you're pretty much safe. The mobs will all reset. So the next part is you're going to jump, well you come around here, and you're going to get onto this platform here, and this is where you do the jump. And now I'm going to cut into footage of me and a hunter friend from the guild testing this trick. I have tested this with my hunter friend here from the guild called Timo. It is possible to do with aspect of a pack. Again, the principle is jump very late and aim for that corner, and it is possible. So there you go. And obviously if you can get a warlock up here too, we could have me, the hunter, the warlock. We could easily summon an entire group up here, and then get into the back entrance of upper Blackrock Spire. So let me show you. This very quickly. What you need to do is kind of aim for the middle of the back entrance, the back of the portal. Aim for about the middle, and you should just get ported in. Bob's your uncle. I want to show you one last trick with the upper Blackrock Spire dungeon. So, say for instance you're using my tactic to, get into the dungeon. What you can do if you need to get out and reset the dungeon without your entire raid dying to horde, what you can do is actually leave a dungeon by jumping down here. And you will get ported out of the dungeon. Bear in mind there is mobs that will pull on you straight away when you pull down, but then you can just run back up and just rinse and repeat this tactic as just basically an effective way and a safe way to keep doing the Blackrock Spire runs without getting ganked by the Horde or the Alliance. The next trick I have for you is a very quick one. It's a very easy entrance into Molten Core. So you may have the issue where basically at the guy you have to talk to, again it's probably a quite contested area where a lot of Horde or Alliance arms are just ganking, and it's just a big old mess. Great way to get into Molten Core is to basically go there's a back jump that you can do here. Now if you see the building that the high elf is in, and you probably know that you can just jump through the window to actually enter Molten Core rather than talking to him. But what you can kind of do is jump down near where that building is, kind of near where the window is, or just swim in the lava near it, and to actually grant access to Molten Core. So I'm going to attempt this now. I've seen some people do it in one jump and before hitting the lava, but nonetheless, if you do hit the lava, spam that spacebar and have a health pot to hand. But okay, I nearly got it. Oh no, I did actually. There you go, one jump, job's good, and now I'm in Molten Core. If it doesn't lag out. So it lagged out a little bit there, but as you can see right now I am in Molten Core, so Bob's your uncle. Next I'm going to show you how to get into the lower portion of Blackrock Depths without actually needing a Shadowforge key. The only downside to this is you can do the last 2 bosses, because obviously you need the key to unlock the last door. But nonetheless, you can get through very easily by using a very quick glitch. So I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to get that fire guard to stay there. So, by the way, a little bonus tip: if you're doing a lava run or doing any kind of run, you really do not need to kill these mobs here. So this is like an extra bonus tip. These mobs here you do not need to kill. What you can do is just run all the way through here. Obviously, get the tank to pull the aggro, use some AoE fears, use whatever you have to do, cheese through it, maybe a swiftness potion, any kind of speed. And all you need to do after that is jump through the window here. And what happens... This isn't the main trick, by the way, this is like a bonus trick. If you stand here, then the aggro will totally reset and the mobs will reset and you're totally fine. But nonetheless, let me show you how to get to the next part of the dungeon without having the Shadowforge key. As you can probably tell, I haven't unlocked it. You know, the gate's there, I can't get through. So, but it's actually very easy. You can get through here by basically glitching through the gate. So what you do here... So first of all, you do a very quick jump while running if you can kind of see, it's very dark to tell, but like when you're in line with the frame of this window, that's where you kind of do your little jump. So you do a little jump head there to get onto the higher portion of this like little ledge. And then you're trying to get as high as possible before you fall down. Round about here. Then what you do is you do a jump and then you move forward. Because if you go forward first, you'll probably just fall through. So you do a jump and forward. And I will not fail it next time. So I'll show you it again. Get a little bit closer maybe. Jump. Then forward. And then you're onto this ridge here. And then from here, all you have to do... It may look like the gate... Well, it may look like you're just going to fall to the bottom, right? And not be in the gate at all. But I know this from playing a private server. Because on a private server I used to play... This gate was actually bugged. And when you're walking like basically on air, the floor of the gate that you normally walk through is still like registered. So don't worry, you just basically jump down and there's like an invisible floor basically, and you just keep walking ahead. You can get back, by the way, but yeah, it's like you're just basically walking on air. But don't obviously to go too far to the left or right. You can actually go up here. Oh, actually no, you can't, ignore me. And yeah, be careful not to like run too far to the left or right. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. I can do a few more bosses without having the Shadowforge key. So now I want to show you basically the fastest way to get through the Grim Guzzler phase of Blackrock Depths. What you're going to do, you need a rogue, unfortunately, it's like a rogue specific, skip this one. What you do is you pickpocket this gnome, I think it's a gnome, but it's like a leper gnome, but a leper gnome wizard. You pickpocket him, but then you very quickly, I should have sprint really, you very quickly run over to the door over there to unlock it. So I'm going to wait for sprint and then record again. So I'm going to show you in action now. I'm going to pickpocket very quickly with auto loot onto obviously increase the speed of that process. Sprint over here to as fast as you can because enemies will come out of the door here. So you want to open this as soon as possible before he starts piping off. And Bob's your uncle, you are through the Grim Guzzler, and obviously that took like what, 10 seconds? And mobs do kind of like start aggroing in the Grim Guzzler, but you should already be down to here anyway. So as a quick bonus, guys, my name is Metagoblin and I'm going to see if I can make this jump. And I can't. So the next trick I have for you is a teleportation trick that you can use. Essentially, when you leave a zone, you are counted as not being in a zone, obviously, and you're basically in a no man's land. So if you die in no man's land, you get automatically ported back to Westfall, and it's probably going to be a different location for the Horde, although it might be the same one, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. So I'll put the coordinates on the map of a trick that I use specifically, because I'm going to cut to some footage that I did on stream where I basically used this trick to teleport from the Barrens all the way to Westfall. We've left the Barrens chat, which means we're basically in an unknown zone, unknown area. Obviously there's already corpses here to like show us that other people have done it before. You press help, then character stuck, and then teleport to graveyard, and it should work, hopefully.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Who died?
Release. So the next trick I have for you is a Razor Fen down skip. You can essentially jump from here, this part of the dungeon, which is, you know, probably like 5 minutes in, all the way to that platform over there, which is pretty much at the end of the dungeon, so you can find the last boss very, very quickly. Well, no, all you have to do is jump from here onto this branch. Now, the jump you have to be very careful about, because this branch is kind of like a steep slope, but if you get to the perfect position, which I honestly can't remember, so I'm going to do a bit of testing now, then you can basically just jump across, and you basically jump onto it and then walk, and it's pretty simple as that. So what you have to do is you have to take a running jump and aim for where the branch is, and aim for the kind of like the right, darkest side of the branch, because the left side is very steep, whereas the right, darker side is not that steep, and it's fairly flat. So, and you can walk on any part of the right side. Now I'm like tapping across, but that's just because I'm being extra cautious, but I have like further tested it, and just stay on the right side, and you're going to be easily quite safe. So the next trick I have for you is a very quick skip. People probably already know about the wetlands to Dunmorrow skip, but this is going to be a Dunmorrow to wetland skip. It's a little bit easier, a little bit less time consuming. All you're going to do is come here on the map, roughly between these two mountains here, and find a path all the way into the mountain. So I'm going to speed this up. So from here you can obviously jump off, and what you're going to be, the idea is to kind of die and resurrect with a spirit healer, but since I'm a rogue, I'll probably just survive the jump, in which case, if you have a safe fall, you can just carry on. But it would be faster for you to just kind of die and resurrect with a spirit healer. In fact, here, I don't know if safe fall will save me. Let's have a look. There you go. So if you've got safe fall, you can get a little bit further along. So the next trick is centered around Skolomont. So if you want to go into Skolomont but you haven't done the quest for the key, you don't have a road to pick the lock, then there's a very simple way to get into Skolomont. All you're going to do is duel someone on the top of this ledge here. So I'm going to duel the hunter. I'm going to get him to basically no HP, get him to 1 HP. He's going to basically then jump off and die, and then resurrect on the other side. So by the cost of 10% durability, you can get into Skolomont fairly easily, and you can open it from the other side. So you won't be able to duel on top of the castle, you'll have to actually duel at the bottom of here, but then jump off. So what we're going to do is, me and Hunter are going to walk all the way over. Basically we're going to run up the castle as far as we can in a duel before the duel is cancelled. So now we're at the top, and we're going to go to the edge where we can jump off. I'll get him to really low health, duel over, and then he'll jump off. Brown bread, and now he's going to resurrect on the other side. So as you can see, the hunter, he is the ghost. He's going to walk through and open the gate. Well, he's going to resurrect and open the gate, and the job's a good one. I didn't need to touch the gate. So now I'm going to show you a quick shortcut to the Searing Gorge from Loch Modan, rather than going through all the way through Badlands. So all you have to do is kind of run up here. You start the little trick here by this tree, and it requires a decent amount of jumping around mountains and stuff. Eventually you will get to a location which is kind of like between the zones, and it's like a glitched area. So I'm going to speed up and show you that process. By the way, this is like the hardest part. It's like hardest to find anyway when you're like watching this footage back. So you're gonna go behind this big tree and go up a little slope, and then you turn your mount around and just kind of jump. And actually, I don't think I even jumped. And that's the hard part over. From here, you're gonna go into this like glitched area. And obviously you can find a safe way to jump down, or you can just kind of kill yourself and resurrect at the Spirit Healer to get to the, obviously, Foreign Brotherhood where the next quest hub is in Searing Gorge, so it's up to you. So this next trick is an easier way to do your Anixia achievement, well, to turn in your Anixia achievement quests. As you probably know, you have to go into this cave, loads of elite dragons everywhere, and you have to get to the end and teleport through that bloody circle on the ground. However, there's a much easier way to do it. You can just go up the mountain and do a bit of crazy climbing. And let me take you, basically I'll speed this a little bit up, and I'll show you the last bit, because the last bit is a little bit more difficult. Basically, you've got to find like a soft spot on the edge here, on the ledge, and then you kind of stop, take a pause, and then try and jump from that soft spot. It's kind of like a, well, soft spot, sweet spot, whatever, then obviously then you can go and turn in your quest. So while I'm in Wintergrasp, I want to show you another quick trick. The annoying thing about the Everlook is that the Flight Master is all the way outside, and you have to go all the way around to get to the Flight Master. It's a very, very quick trick that you can do. Once you practice it, it won't take you any time at all. You basically jump up from here, kind of jump to here, and it should glitch you on, and then you can go all the way around. I think you can, actually you can't mount from here, but all you have to do is go around and you can make just a quick jump from here. I think this is the best spot to do it. Jump from here, jobs are good. But anyway guys, that is the end of the video there. My name is Metagoblin, until my next video, ciao.